Meet Kenny Minter, a golfer with a remarkable story. Compared with most players, Kenny has certainly had his fair share of obstacles to overcome.
Well, when I was 28, I was diagnosed with cancer in the upper arm, and I had that was radiated, and unbeknown to me in them days, I had radium treatment, which you're going back 41 years now, so in them days, a lot of side effects. So anyway, I had the radium, no problem. Went through life working, quite a bit of pain. And when I was 41, I was given 6 months to live because they said the cancer spreading so quick. It actually went in the right leg as well. So I had cancer in both arms and the right leg. And the left arm, I've had 3 tumours removed and 2 sets of radiums.
After battling cancer for most of his life, Kenny only started his golfing journey at the age of 50, and he's been hooked ever since. After accidentally breaking his arm a few years later, though, the illness returned, and the only option was amputation. But even while in hospital, Kenny's spirit couldn't be crushed.
I laid in bed one day, and this chap next to me see me reading a golf magazine, and he said to me, "Do you play golf?" Which I said, "Well, I play golf off 28." And he just said to me, "You won't be playing golf more, will you?" And so straight away, bang, something just hit me there. So I had my arm amputated on a Wednesday at Ipswich Hospital. On the Friday, I was putting in the hospital wards with the doctors. They were very encouraging. And on the Saturday, I was playing practice on the 9-iron Wren Hospital grounds. That's how I got started.
Since losing his arm, Kenny has actually improved his handicap, and people at his local club of Waldringfield in Suffolk didn't seem too surprised.
It didn't hold him back. I actually played in a disabled pro-am with him, which was for people that either had lost a limb or actually were blind also. That was part of the pro-am as well. About a month after he'd had his arm removed, which, you know, he'd actually already committed himself to playing it with me, I believe, before he'd even lost his arm.
Well, my game's improved. I was off 28 with 2 arms, but now I've got one. I actually got down to 16 handicap 3 years ago, but unfortunately I had another bit of cancer. But the main thing about one arm is balance, and concentrate. You must balance is the hardest thing. It took me a good year to get any balance at all. But once I got the balance, then you can start practicing different aspects of the game.
His competitive spirit runs deep, and before long, Kenny was making a name for himself on the international scene when he won the 2005 One-Armed World Championships in Wales.
One thing called the Harlech Trophy, which unbeknown to me, there's 94 people, all different parts of Wales, all one-armed people, no disabilities, just the One-Armed Golf World Championships. To see people with disabilities playing of 6 and 7 handicaps is unbelievable. But I found out 94 people, I think I'm right in saying there's only 10 of us, or you had an accident or a cancer. Most of them are born like it.
His success, however, is no fluke, and the hours of practice have certainly paid off. He hits 220 yards off the tee regularly and is renowned for his precise, solid short game.
I've practiced quite a lot this year, so really, no shots. I shouldn't brag, but I manage all the shots, really. I was right-handed to carry on right-handed, so I still use right-handed clubs, so I'm still that way. But that's concentration and focus. You know, that's more harder with one arm. But what a lot of people don't realise when you get home, is they don't the pain you're in, tennis elbow and tendinitis, and some of the pain you go through is unbelievable, really. But I've learned to live with that.
He's lived with it remarkably without the need for any medication or pills, a feat that he attributes to a diet of muesli, olives, dark chocolate, and the therapeutic nature of golfing with friends who are full of admiration for him.
What you see today is Kenny forever. He's never seemed to have changed. All the adverse problems that he's had over the years, he's coped with. I don't know how he copes with it all.
Just his attitude, just the fact of, you know, what he's gone through, you know, the amount of bad things that have happened to him, the amount of bad news he's had to receive.
Known by everyone at the club for his will to win and sense of humour, Kenny lives by the simple motto that there's no such thing as can't.
How do you do it is always a question. That's up here to me. I'm going to play golf, and that's what I love, and that's what I do.
Kenny Minter, one-armed golfer extraordinaire and an inspiration to everyone.